Welcome back, everyone, to the Wilkes Journal Patriots High School Basketball Rundown presented by Cooks and produced by RiverStreet Productions. I'm sports editor Zach Colburn, and assistant sports editor Brandon Moree will be with us in just a minute to take a look at this week's games of the week. There were a couple of big cross-county matchups last week, both involving the Wilkes Central Eagles. On Friday night, the Eagles swept rival West Wilkes, but on Tuesday night, they split with East Wilkes visiting from Rhonda. Brandon's got more in those games over at the big board.
That's right. Tuesday night was a big one in Moravian Falls as the Cardinals and the Eagles split that varsity doubleheader. We're going to start by taking a look at the girls' game. Wilkes Central ended up pulling out a 53-48 win, but the Cardinals held tough all night long. There's a good pass from Gracie Brown into Tess Jolly. That was early in the game. All right, late in the game, we're going to see a couple of big plays from Camry Gibbs. Here's the first one for three. That's going to tie the score at 41 with 4 minutes to go in the game. About a minute later, she's going to break the trap by herself and tie the score again. Kaylee McNeil would have a big layup a few possessions later, and they took care of the rest at the free throw line. 53-48. Both those teams still at the top of the conference standings. East Wilkes 8-3, Wilkes Central 7-4. They're in second and third place, respectively. Camry Gibbs led the Eagles on the night, along with Kaylee McNeil. They both had 13 points. Madison German added 7, and then Carson Anderson, Erica Wyatt, Lacey Triplett, and Jordan Ellis each had 5 points for the Eagles. For the Cardinals, Gracie Brown led the team with 11 points. Lincoln Mathis added 9. Alexis Purdue held to just 6 points. She was out the first time those two teams played, but contest Wilkes Central also won, held to just 6 points on Tuesday night. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the boys' game. It was also a classic. It came down to the wire. There's a good lay-in there from Zach Shoemate off the assist from Noah Triplett. They both had big games. Levi Church there with the lay-in there in the fourth quarter. But the key for this game for the Cardinals was their outside shooting. They got hot. They've been waiting for a game all year long where all 3 of their shooters were clicking, including that young man right there, and it happened on Tuesday night. We're going to see one more. There's Bryce Vestal for 3 on the outside. The Cardinals combined for 7 3-pointers that each came from Joa Logan, Trey Blevins, Bryce Vestal, and BC Speaks. You see all those names right there. Logan led the way. He had 32 points. Trey Blevins had 10. Vestal had 2 3-pointers for 7, and BC made that one for 3. Cardinals, the boys team won by the same score that the girls team lost, 53-48. For Wilkes Central on the night, Noah Johnson had 13 points. Levi Church had 10. Zach Shoemate had 14, and Josiah Ferguson also made a pair of 3-pointers for 7 points. All right, that's going to do it for the games of the week. Zach, back to you.
Thanks, Brandon. Things are changing over at the Wilkes Journal Patriot, and beginning this week, we're printing 2 papers, a Wednesday edition and a Friday edition, instead of the 3 like we have for the past 20 or so years. However, we will be publishing more often on our website, and now you can find short recaps of every game the night of the event at www.journalpatriot.com/sports. Be sure to keep checking our website as we close in on the end of the regular season. All right, before we go, Brandon's got the play of the week presented by RiverStreet Productions, ready to go with the big board.
Okay, for the second week in a row, we are going to see an East Wilkes girls basketball player make the play of the week this week. It's Gracie Brown. Just before the halftime buzzer, she gets the leaner to go over Lacey Triplett. Nice play there from Gracie Brown. All right, that's going to do it for me. Zach, send us home.
Okay, this has been the 4th edition of the 2017 Wilkes Journal Patriots High School Basketball Rundown presented by Cooks. Be sure to follow us on Instagram and Twitter at WJP_sports to stay up to date on all things Wilkes County sports. Thanks for watching.